Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new build. We're not doing the Enterprise D. I'll show you what we're doing. We are going to be doing a Niagara-class. So let's get to it. Okay, so with all this here, the Niagara-class doesn't have a round hull. It's oval shaped like the D. One of the first things I got to do here is there's a lot of extra windows here I got to fill in, because we're not going to be using all of these. There's only 3 layers of windows. 1, 2, and then a 3rd layer down here. All the rest get filled in. Pretty much the same down here for underneath. So I'm going to fill in probably this layer or this layer. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. All of this gets filled in. You can see here there's 3 sets of windows all the way around, and just like there as well, 3 sets windows. And I gotta redo a whole brand new top section here to put on the top part of the hull. And yeah, I've got quite a bit of redesigning to do here. I'm going to be filling in the back here. You can see where it's open up there, and I glue this in place, and I'm going to make extra pieces for here and here. I'll put those in later. And okay, first things first, we're going to get this and then redesign a whole new section, which is going to cover up this whole area here, because it's here, and then it'll expand outwards to about this point here. So I'll have to cut these phaser banks back, and there's short strips of phaser banks, so it'll go like here to here, 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 here. It's not one continuous thing there, so the rest of it gets shaved down flat to the hull. It'll be the same on the bottom here as well. That's a lot of stuff I gotta do on this primary hull. You can see how close the phaser strips are to the edge. So I'm going to flatten all these phaser strips down. I'm going to remake the phaser strips. It's totally simple. And then put them in the corresponding spaces all near the edges here. So it's 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then a longer one along the front. And it's the same thing on the bottom as well. And then I'll just gouge out the lines there to continue on. Okay, now I'm just going to gouge out the lines here all the way through where the phaser strip used to be. Okay, so I made the outline here of what I need to put on for the upper part of the hull, which is this section right in here. So it's one big section, and then we got two more smaller ones on top of that. Now I got those all filled in. It's going to take a few days for the putty to set. Smoothing it all off, and I'm ready to move on. Okay, so I'm going to fill this in here. I'm going to get some cross braces in here first, and then cut this to size and put in here, because the neck on the other ship is not quite that wide. So let's get this all done here. Okay, so I'm using these thin strips here. This is the evergreen. Those are the ones I'm using. I'm going to put one up here and one down here. Now I don't want these level with this. I want them just a little bit lower because I'm using a 1/8 thickness sheet. There we go. Okay, looks good. I say put a little crease in there. Use my X-Acto, do a very thin line, and then twisted it up so it goes, fits right in there like that. Now just got to glue that in place and then fill in the cracks, smoothing it out, and voila. There we go. Looks good. Just gotta let that set. Okay, not too bad there. Had to fill in a little bit areas here. There was still some low points, but that give that time to set and then re-sand that. But in the meantime, this hull here is way too wide. You can see I got to come back at least to this point here. So like this whole section here is going to have to be cut away. I'll have to do the same for here, cut away this section here in order to make it fit. So I just got to mark out along the edges here where I need to cut that off, and then go from there. So I got it marked off there where I need to cut that off. This whole section here is going to have to go bye-bye. Well, at least this portion here is I'm going to cut down the primary hull here as well, and then so it has room to fit down overside. Okay, so I took the cutout section here, taped it down, and I'm just going to trace it out here where I need to cut. So I'll have to redesign this, make it a little bit smaller. Overall, this is looking pretty good. Not bad. There we go. They fit beautifully now. So I just got to retrace out the new addition on the top here. And that's all we need to do there. I got these 2 rows of windows here. I need a 3rd row up in this area here. So I'm just going to mark it out with the pencil there and do it later with the ink, and then start drilling out windows there. So we got this row along here. I'm going to keep that one, and this row here I'm going to keep that one. So that's 1, 2, and then we got the 3rd row here. We'll keep that one. So let's get this tracing done here. You can see I cut that away on the sides there. I'll fill those in after. It comes along here, there. So that's the new design there now. Looks pretty good. Okay. I guess what we can do now is start drilling out the windows. So I got this row, and this row. That one, and then the phaser strips go down right in the very bottom corners down here. that one and that one to do, and that takes care of the top part of the hull. Here we go. Okay, and I continued on a little bit here because the neck, or lack of a neck, is not quite as wide. So now I just need the third row windows to go in this area here. I'm gonna see just exactly where they need to go and mark them out and then drill them. Got them marked out there. Now to drill them out. Come along there nicely. Just keep going till it's all done. There we go. Okay. Looks pretty good. Not bad. Okay. I just filled in some low areas here on some of this, so I just gotta let that set and re-sand it. This looks good. Looks good here too. Not bad. All right. Okay. Let's finish off with the engineering hull here, and that's good. Got the first strips here. They're going to go along the sides here and around the front. Coming along. So I got these two sides filled in, and now it's gonna take a few days for the putty to set before I can sand it. And then I just gotta put the top on here, and then 2 more layers on top of that, and that takes care of the bridge section. Okay, so I got the top layer for this here to go on here. You can see I put paint on there, put the thing upside down, put it on a plastic sheet. I'm using a 2 mil thickness for this. It's on here, and then I do the other 2 layers around there. I'm gonna glue this down in place, but I'm gonna make some cross beams here first for this here. So I'm gonna put one about here, another one here. Let's get that done. the sides. It's going to go in here and here and on the back. I just got to do the front here. Second flooring to go on here. Just need to put a hole in here for lighting come in. Actually, I'm not going to put that on just yet because there's going to be a few windows in here, and I got to put lighting in here first before putting the top on. Well, folks, that is it for this episode. On the next one, we're going to be working on the engineering hull, getting that ready for the additional parts that are going to be going on it. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.